Ah, shit. This Bottle Rocket episode has been brought to you by BRG Events.
And by our patrons. Find out more at patreon.com/BottleRocketGaming. On this episode of the podcast, in addition to the normal news of the week, we also get to catch up on what happened at BlizzCon this year. Going into the details of that. Also, NachoPandaa is back once again to give us the finals of the Esport League news. Hey guys, welcome back to another very cold episode of the BRG podcast. You can see I am all nice and dudded up and nice and warm here. I'm your host, also, WarpedJester.
I love the hat.
I know. My son got me this. It's awesome. My co-host, my wonderful, beautiful, and more adept to the cold than I am.
Hello, everyone. It's Kirrok.
He's from Canada.
Yeah. It's getting cold here too, man.
Yeah, you know, you still have positive digits. So you're doing okay, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So at least the water is falling as water, not something else yet. So you're doing okay. Hey guys, so we are not here to give you the current weather and news of the area. What we are here to do actually is to give you gaming news. And tonight we're going to do the usual rundown of what's current in the gaming news, which is interesting-ish. Kind of a surprise about some new hardware that came out in the way of a phone.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that
actually.
one. Yeah. So, also for our second half tonight, we're gonna be talking about some Blizzard wrap-up news. I'll be honest with you, BlizzCon wasn't quite as exciting as I expected it to be, but there was some interesting little nuggets of information to be had. So we will be diving into that as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? It's Kirrok here. So, in case you haven't heard, BRG is hosting a month-long event for the month of December called Freeview. This month's game, Paladins. Freeview is basically where the BRG community comes together and they play a free-to-play game. They play the crap out of that game, and then by the end of the month, they get together a la round table style and review that game. It's pretty cool. Anyone is welcome to come, as all events are open to all members and newcomers alike. Okay, so this is the part where you get a piece of paper and pen and write down the dates. Freeview kickoff is Friday, December 1st at 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. The second event is being taking place on Sunday, December 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the third event is on Saturday, December 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the actual round table where you guys sit down and discuss everything, that's taking place Saturday, December 30th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this and I've piqued your interest, you can check out our website at the link on the screen, and you can even go into the Discord channel and speak to us directly.
Okay, boys and girls, let's go ahead and get into the speedy bits. And to start us off here, Kirrok's an asshole and gave me a wonderful topic of Nintendo expects Switch sales to beat out the Wii's lifetime sales. Why do I say this? Because you'll find out in an upcoming episode when we do our predictions episode that yes. I may have understated how well the Switch would do. So the particulars are this: Nintendo's announced that it sold a further 2.93 million consoles just in the last quarter. That's just shy of 8 million total since its launch. And it's reminding people that it's currently shooting for the goal of 14 million in 1 year's time, so by the end of March. Right. This is pretty amazing considering the fact that since the system's launch, Nintendo has sold 22 million game titles, and that does not count Mario Odyssey just being put out. So
that's right. It doesn't.
Holy shit.
And it won't count either this next game, which is coming out November 14th. Rocket League comes to Switch in November.
Hot damn.
So it was originally announced in June of 2017. I believe it was at E3. And the game is now expected to be out November 14th. So Rocket League is a juggernaut in terms of games on PS4, also on Steam. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they promised that it will be cross-platform. So you'll be able to play all the people that are on all these systems. Pretty sick.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, another gaming news. The Last of Us Part 2 does not shy away from gore and violence. this is good for the Naughty Dog developers. The ultra popular title, The Last of Us, has just revealed a new game trailer, and I'm just gonna say at the top, definitely recommend you actually watch the trailer. And hey, FYI, it is totally not like kind of like work safe, child safe, anything safe at all. But definitely check it out if you're into this game. This is going to be a must-have for certain.
Yeah. In another news, Engadget reports that it looks like you won't have to pay to win on Battlefront 2 after all. It looks like EA was listening to its fans for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and they are starting to modify the loot box system. So they had a beta, and all the players were up in arms over the loot box implementations, and EA's got criticism for pay-to-win elements in those loot boxes. And it seems like the devs are listening, so they are basically removing these advantages that you get from the loot boxes.
Good on them for listening. Hearing EA actually listen to people is kind of
it's weird, eh?
It's a little bit. What's the word? Shocking! It's like getting shot in the face. Oh wait, hey, PUBG. So PUBG will hit version 1.0 and include a new desert map late December. So this is what I really look forward to. They've been buzzing about new maps, and the version 1.0 would signify full release, wouldn't it, Kirok?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So we'll actually have a game out of beta, so officially actually been full release. It's gonna happen December 12th is a target date. Which is expected to coincide with the Xbox release of the game. So that'll work out pretty well with the Xbox One X release. X, yeah.
X.
There you go, X, yeah. Somebody here is getting one, by the way, and it ain't me, just for the record.
So, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, and so I'm looking forward to it because I love watching people play this game.
Yeah, it looks like a great game. I mean, it is a great game, but I think it's going to be awesome on the console. Makers of Resogun are leaving shooters behind. This is reported by Engadget. So Housemarque, the company behind the games or games such as Super Stardust HD, Resogun, Nex Machina, and Matterfall, they are very well known for creating these games that are kind of like top view or three-quarter view twin stick shooters. And sadly, their latest games, Nex Machina and Matterfall, has simply fallen short and has placed Housemarque in precarious position in terms of finances.
Wow.
So it's now clear that to Housemarque that it's time to move on. They basically have said that they're not going to be making any top-down or side-scrolling shooters anymore. In fact, they say the games that they will be making won't be anything like these games that they're famous for. So it's kind of sad because those are really amazing games, but it's just where it's at. They're not selling, right? So
maybe they got pivot, shift, try something new. Things change, things happen, whatever. Yeah. So stop me if you've heard this one before, but DRM seems to be a problem with games. I know, it's a shocker, but bear with me on this. So there's a nasty allegation coming from a game cracker, this is Vosik, who says that an analyst of ACO binary shows that the game adds protection via a method known as VM protection on top of the de novo DRM. You know about de novo? Remember this? The uncrackable, completely cracked DRM,
yes.
Which, by the way, is down to like literally hours after release. It's getting cracked now, so yeah, that's completely freaking useless. So this type of protection defends games against code for being cracked via mutation. I'm not going to go into the details of it because
exactly.
I don't fully understand it.
It modifies and changes as you go, but yeah.
Exactly. So Vosik alleges that the virtualization process protection tanks the game's performance by up to 30 to 40%.
That's insane.
Ubisoft, however, suggests that that the promise of delivering a steady 30 frames per second based on requirements is by design and will not have any result because of the DRM.
Right.
I mean, that's great, but for fuck's sake, if it's causing issues and it's easily cracked,
what's the point?
Fucking deep six it.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, all this is now is just a penalty to the people who play for it legitimately, and not for people who don't.
Yeah, it's doing the exact opposite of what it should. So
it really is. Stupid.
So Skyrim VR will not support mods at launch. This is from Upload VR. So it's specifically for the PSVR. So they said that PSVR version of Skyrim is looking impressive, and locomotion is not limited to teleportation. So they have different ways to get around in the VR world. There are smooth locomotion options through the DualShock 4 and the Move controllers. When the game launches, it's expected to have the full base game and 3 expansions: Hearthfire, Dawnguard, and Dragonboard. Big question is, will mods make it to the system? Well, it appears that it will not, unfortunately. I mean, mods is on the Skyrim version of Xbox, but not in the PSVR version. And yeah, so I mean, this was actually a statement confirmed and released by Bethesda at this point. I think Sony's behind it, really.
Shock of shocks. Anyways. Hey, let's change gears here, guys. Talk a little bit about tech news, because on the tech news here, we have got something very interesting, which is Razer.
Cool.
You know, Razer guys make the mice and the keyboards and the gaming stuff. They're making a phone. Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought you said phone.
Yeah, cell phone. that mobile device which connects and does things like play games, play apps, connect people to chat with, and also take calls. That thing, you know.
Cool.
I am really kind of on the wall on this one because, first of all, it came out of left field. Now, anybody who paid attention to what's going on in the digital realm would have heard about some months ago, a year ago, that Razer had absorbed a company. It was a very young startup phone company. And, of course, when people buy out companies like this, it's usually acqui-hire, so they can basically acquire the talent, usually for something that's in that realm. So that was exactly what we should have seen coming, and somehow we missed it. They didn't say anything. They kept it very hush-hush and literally just out of left field went, hey, look, there you go.
Exactly.
And so here it is. The stats are very interesting. It is a 5.7-inch LCD panel. Now, here's the really interesting little hint about this. It's a 120 hertz LCD panel.
Nice.
Now, the upshot to this is silky, buttery smooth. Whether you pay attention to it or not, you take your iPhone or your Android phone and scroll on a web page, for example, you're going to see the chop. We all just got used to it, expected the fact of life. You don't see it on something like this. It is butter smooth. It has face firing twin stereo speakers. They're apparently very loud. It's got a slightly larger battery than most phones to help compensate for the fact that this screen is going to drain it to no end. So it is a phone built for gaming. Will it do well? I don't know. Will it be something to have? I'm interested in it, but unless it works for Google Fi, I'm kind of out the window. So we'll see how things go. Estimated price is going to start at retail at $699. So not a bad price tag.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Maybe I'll have to upgrade to that instead of an iPhone.
Also, it will come out with last generation OS. It will quickly update to Oreo in short order.
Cool. So last one on the agenda, guys. This is also from Engadget. It is related to gaming, but more media. Amazon Prime Video. If you are a member and have that, it is coming to Xbox consoles worldwide. Actually, it is already available. So if you're an existing Amazon Prime member and you have Prime Video, you can, on your console Xbox connected to your TV, pull up your favorite movie, pull up your favorite TV show, and watch whatever you want to watch, which is actually pretty neat. No, I think this is great.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Other than the fact that their dicks won't let you fucking do Amazon Video on a goddamn Chrome stick, but, whatever.
Oh, man.
I'm not salty or anything.
All right, that's it. So, guys, those are the speedy bits for the evening, and we're going to keep on going.
Okay, guys.
Welcome back to another Game Releases with me, Kirok. This is a long list of games, so let's get right into it and have a ball. Okay, guys, your first one isn't a game at all. It is the Xbox One X console launch. That is November 7th, this coming Tuesday. So this is the most powerful console ever. And this is no joke, people. It promises to bring true native 4K 60 frames a second gaming to your living room. Some of the specs: Ultra HD Blu-ray, 1 terabyte storage standard, 6 teraflops of graphical power. I've already pre-ordered mine. You know where I'm going to be on Tuesday. All right, guys, so your actual first game is Super Lucky's Tale, out on November 7th for PC and Xbox One. It is an adventure 3D platformer. So this game, it's actually been out as early as 2016 with the Oculus Rift, more of a beta, not a full release. Now it's going to become a proper full release, and after watching the video, this game is absolutely gorgeous and runs at true 4K as well. It is safe for the whole family and out just in time for the Xbox One X. Hey guys, also on November 7th, we have Hitman Game of the Year Edition out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, and it's an action adventure shooter. Now, the difference here is it's one complete package that includes everything, all the expansions. So this Game of the Year Edition has the complete first season, new Patient Zero campaign, clown suit themed weapon, raven suit themed weapon, cowboy suit themed weapon, and 3 themed escalation contracts, which is pretty neat. I remember playing the original game back on the original Xbox. This series has come a long way and deserves your attention. Also on November 7th, we have Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds. This is for PS4 only, and it is a role-playing action RPG. This is a paid DLC for the hugely popular Horizon Zero Dawn saga. I have a love-hate relationship with this game, played it through all the way to the end, streamed it. It was great, but it got to the point where I was like, come on, finish, for Christ's sake. The DLC promises to shed more light on the main story, and that's what really hooked me in the game. So if the story's good, you'll see me there. I'll probably play it and stream it again. And another one on November 7th, Sonic Forces Project Sonic. This is out for PC, PS4, Switch, and Xbox One. It is an action platformer. Here's a new game to the Sonic universe. Wasn't there a Sonic game already out? Yeah, Sonic Mania. Well, look, if you like Sonic games, then you'll probably want to get your hands on this one. Go to the website, check out the video, make the decision for yourself. On November 10th, we have Need for Speed Payback. This is out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. It is an action/racer. This game looks freaking fantastic, guys. At least the launch trailer does. It looks like EA is taking a big page out of the Fast and the Furious book. The racing scenes have over-the-top, super ultra-realistic, like stunts and explosions. It's a game that, personally, I might just enjoy watching or believing it's an awesome movie. And on November 10th, we have Sims 4 Cats and Dogs expansion for the PC. It is a simulator, and oh, yes, oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. And your final game for this week, guys, is also on November 10th, and it is Doom for the Nintendo Switch. It's a first-person shooter. Now, who would have believed that this game could even be possible on the Nintendo Switch? That's right. Make no mistake about it, guys. This is the latest release of Doom on the Switch. And we know there are others coming. Skyrim and Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. You got to hand it to Bethesda. All their games are making it over the Switch. They're really supporting the console. Good on you, Bethesda, and good on you, Nintendo. And that's it, guys. Man, this was a long one. There were quite a few games in there. All right. Thank you for coming and joining me this week. We will see you again next week. Bye for now.
Alrighty, it's time to get into the main topic. And again, the main topic tonight is going to be some wrap-up news from BlizzCon. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much. We were supposed to do a pre-BlizzCon news, predictions and whatnot. We ended up going a different direction because there was literally just nothing of real value to talk about. Now, that said, post BlizzCon, there's actually some interesting bits here. It's not quite as glorious as I remember it being. I remember Blizzard Pass, where when BlizzCon came, there was no other news to be had. It was all about Blizz. Yeah, it was a little more simple. But there are some interesting elements. So to start us off today, the first one we're going to talk about is going to be my favorite. At the top, probably honestly the top one of interest, which is BlizzCon announces a World of Warcraft Classic server. Now, for those of you who remember, some months ago we reported on a independent pirate server called Nostralia.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Was closed because DMCA, because Blizzard does that. But it was a vanilla server. It was the original classic Blizzard World of Warcraft server, and they got shut down. But then there was a whole bunch of back and forth about bringing people from that server into Blizzard to talk with them, consult with them, and whatnot. But nothing ever came of it, and it sounded kind of like it was lip service to get people off Blizzard's back, which is kind of what I felt like. And now, here we are, finally, they're going to have a high-quality classic experience. But Blizzard did say that the new classic servers will take time before they are ready, so be patient.
I actually watched the BlizzCon presentation when they made that particular announcement, and he was like, well, you remember all that hardware we sold off? They're old servers, the actual hardware that they were like, we're going to need them back. I know, that's crazy. But this excites me probably more than anything because, yes, I do like new stuff in World of Warcraft. As you recall, back in March, I think it was, or prior to March, I actually went back after many years not playing WoW, and I went into Legion, and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the new stuff they bring to the table and the new things that you get to try out and play. But there's always that longing, that nostalgia to go back, and this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see this happen.
I'll be interested to see if it's going to be just a classic server with like the original Warcraft or the first couple of expansions or whatever, or if it'll be a progression style server, because this is not news in terms of it's happened before. EverQuest did this with their servers for EverQuest 1, I think EverQuest 2, which is a progression server. So basically what they did is they set it up so that when you first got onto the server, it was the original release of EverQuest, which is the original land of Norath, and there are two major dragons, Naz and Vox, that you go and kill. And once you killed them both, regardless of who it was, some guild, because EverQuest is a little bit different monster in that when we talk about raids, we're not talking about this cute little gay group of 6 people or 12 people together and go on a raid. We're talking like 40, 50, 60 people. Like a raid is a real big deal. And once you defeat them, it unlocks the next expansion. So if you have multiple progression servers available, they can be at different stages of their lives. And as you go through, you beat each thing, you move on to the next expansion comes out, next expansion comes out, and so on. So if they do something like that, it'd be kind of curious to see them go through that process. So we'll see. In any case, that is not at all the news when it comes to World of Warcraft.
No, it isn't. Basically, they also announced the new expansion to World of Warcraft. So this is the continuation in the World of Warcraft saga. And it is the expansion is called World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. So they're basically returning back to their roots in the sense that they're pitting Alliance against Horde and Horde against Alliance. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna go through this real quick. They've included new lands to explore. So one is called Zandalar, the other one is called Kul. One is Alliance based and one is Horde based. In these new lands, there are new races such as the High Mountain Taurens. I'm a Tauren guy. I love being a Tauren. The Void Elves, Horde all the way. The Void Elves, Dark Iron Dwarves, and apparently there are more players.
So hold on, just a curiosity here, because you're listing off a couple names here. It sounds like they're adding characters for both sides, being Alliance and Horde.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the dwarves.
Yeah, Dark Iron Dwarves. They're called Dark Iron Dwarves. I just don't know if I imagine they're Alliance side, but I don't know why they're called.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
And it always makes me a little curious. Like, it could be kind of cool if they had a evil dwarf that you could play.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
The thing I always worry about when they do things like that is you get to a point where, when they first started out, there were some distinct differences between Alliance and Horde. They had the class has some similarities, but there was some genuine uniqueness to them. So it's just if you have a certain Alliance character, it's got an innate ability that Horde just doesn't have, and vice versa. And it seems like all games over time create this inevitable washed out balance where it doesn't matter what side you play, you'll have access to everything, kind of thing. So,
right.
I'm sorry, I see that.
It's
kind
cool.
of wonder.
And one of the other cool things is they are raising the level cap. It's now risen up to 120 with this expansion. So cool. There's a little bit more news, but I'm going to let people go and figure it out and find it for themselves. But it's pretty awesome. Like they're moving ahead with World of Warcraft. This game came out in 2004 and it's still going. I'm happy.
EverQuest came out in 2001 and it's still going. Just saying.
Just saying. I
saying.
gotcha.
Anyways, switch gears here, guys. Of course, World of Warcraft, although one of the early darlings of Blizzard, is not the darling of Blizzard right now. That would actually be reserved for the title of Overwatch. Overwatch is, of course, a very big deal right now. And as a matter of fact, they have some new stuff coming out related to Overwatch. First and foremost is a new map to play, the Blizzard theme park.
Yes.
There really isn't a whole lot to say about this. It's a new map. It's the trailer here is pretty goddamn hilarious. And so I'll be honest with you. Here's my suggestion to you. Go look up Blizzard World map, Overwatch Blizzard World map, and just go ahead and watch this trailer I'm playing right here for you, because it's pretty fucking funny. So I mean,
it's like a theme park.
It's a theme park. It literally is. Blizzard and Disney had an illegitimate child, and this is what came of it.
Oh my God. We need characters. Mickey, no, not Mickey. No. Minnie on the.
Wow. Be careful where you go with that, because that gives some DMC takedowns on all kinds of directions.
I gotta be careful. I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Overwatch, also with Overwatch, a new hero, Moria, is a blast to play, but comes with a high learning curve. So Overwatch is getting a new hero, and she's a healer that goes by the name of Moria. Most Overwatch players are not fans of playing healers, but from the people that have tried her, because they were able to try it out at BlizzCon, they say she's basically a hoot to play. She has a devastating weapon known as Goku's, I can't even pronounce that. Kamehameha, which is a beam of concentrated fury that cuts down enemies. But also she has Goku's friendly arm wrapping around allies and giving them a healing hug. So yeah, it's so cute. So it's a new hero to join. They are consistent with adding in new people.
So basically, it's like a real woman. Some days they're very, very loving. Some days they're absolute bitch. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jesus Christ.
I see what you did.
So the Justice Warriors, go away. I'm making a joke. Fuck. No, but seriously, it's interesting because it is a healer that is a healer, but it also sounds like she can do some pretty awful damage at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, just see where they go with that. Doing a little crossover here. I'm sorry. Before we go to crossover, do one more thing about heroes. So they announced the new one they are getting, and they announced that they're not going to be doing a different one.
Yeah.
And I'm very sad about this because I'm sorry, but a jetpack cat? Come on now.
Yeah, that.
Why was this not the hero they picked to put into the game? I don't know. There's any reason to go on. Anyways, it literally. What can I tell you about this? It was a jetpack cat. And there's some concept art for it and some ideas for it. However, this is.
He's got propellers over his head, right?
Jetpack, not
jetpack. Oh, okay.
Do we need to go into what a jetpack is?
Hang on, searching it right now.
Anyways, so the director Jeff Kaplan said the jetpack cat hero was an amusing concept, but it felt like we were splitting out of the universe, or spilling out of the universe. So it didn't really fit the feel of it. Okay, I mean, Overwatch is, it's like they have talking animals, or oh no, wait, there's a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously,
they could have made it work.
Seriously, they could have made it work. But whatevs. I mean, maybe they'll have like a special, seasonal unlock character, something like that.
Oh, they're wings. I thought they were propellers. Sorry. It's true. I thought they were props.
Yeah,
they're wings.
Thank you for joining our flight today. I'm your pilot, Kirok. Oh my God! Get me off the fucking plane now! See, fucking Kirok over comms. Now, what does this lever do? Oh fuck! We're all gonna die. Anyways, Kirok.
Oh yes.
Hi.
Forgive me. So Overwatch also brings new characters. One is Warcraft, and one is
Overwatch brings new characters.
Yeah, Overwatch is bringing in new characters. No, sorry, my mistake.
Heroes of the
Storm. Heroes of the Storm, that's correct. Forgive me. Heroes of the Storm is bringing over new characters from some of the other games
We
that
are
Blizzard
a
has.
crack team of people reporting news here.
One is from Overwatch, and the other one is from WoW. Basically, Hanzo and Alexstrasza. Alexstrasza is a ranged support that can heal allies and transform into a dragon with her special ability. And Hanzo is a ranged assassin who can take out enemies and also serve as a scout, which is pretty neat. They're doing a lot of that. They're cross-pollinating and bringing characters from one universe into
Heroes
another.
of the Storm is that, though. I mean, to be fair, Heroes of the Storm was all about bringing in characters from other games into the game, so you can play characters from StarCraft and characters from World of Warcraft, so on. So this is just a further expansion of adding more characters, more design, and these characters are meant to be, again, they fall into a particular class type, but they still have a little bit of a variance compared to other players and how they play and so on. So it's always interesting when they add new characters, simply because there's a variant in terms of how they put the characters into the game and make sure the game is preserved and fair and balanced. So just like everything else, I would expect you'll probably see some little bit of tweaks to them over the next couple of months to get things just right. On the Hearthstone front, I find this kind of amusing for people who love to play Hearthstone. So for BlizzCon this year, the new Hearthstone Arena cards were picked by applause, or yelling in this case maybe. It literally is just that. They brought a bunch of new cards and people got to yell, hoot, and holler, and they picked whatever the most popular card was to go ahead and add to the game. So if you weren't there to yell, hoot, and holler, don't bitch about what card you got. Oh, last big news.
You want to go over this? I think you want to say something about. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I'm totally down for this, because this actually is right my alley. So as you guys may know, if you watch this thing, I love StarCraft. I still maintain that the original StarCraft was one of the best, if not the absolute best, RTS that was out there. That is still out there. Mike, don't get me wrong. Number 2 is great. It's a wonderful fucking game. I've only played the first expansion, being Wings of Liberty. I haven't had the gumption or the money to buy the other expansions, but in general, they do a really good job taking 3 different factions that play very differently and make them balance out really well. Other RTSs have a bad habit of, oh yeah, you've got 5 different factions you can play, but they're all the same. It's like the original Warcraft that was, well, you can play the good guys, which had elven archers, or you could play the bad guys who had like spear throwers. It's the same fucking thing. StarCraft gets away from that. And the good news is it's also going to be free to play now. Now, to be fair, there's a couple little things about this. First of all, there's a big to-do about transitioning from a paid box retail service to a free-to-play game. And they've made some comments regarding spending a lot of time figuring out the right way to do this, to transition from a paid service, a paid box set to a free-to-play type game. And they wanted to be very, very careful about how they did that, because their concerns were making you feel good for people who already own the game and play the game, and making it attractive to new players, either are new to the game or have purchased Wings of Liberty, but haven't played it in a while. Which again, me and Kirok actually both apply to this. Now, here's the other thing for you here, Kirok, is it said we're just taking the existing content that used to cost money and making it available for free. This includes free access to Wings of Liberty campaign or Heart of the Swarm if the player already owns Wings of Liberty.
Okay, interesting.
So there's a little thing there. As well as cooperative modes, competitive modes, multiplayer. Players who get StarCraft 2 for free will have access to the game's co-op commanders up to level 5. They'll be able to be able to join in ranked multiplayer matches, and it will multiplayer matches after they have achieved the first 10 wins in the game. And this is a small little caveat side note, but I'm really proud of this, because it is basically saying you will get access to more in the game once you've racked up 10 wins. And the reason why I like this is because this is a very wonderful and valid, simple way to kind of prove that you're not a spam bot kind of a thing.
Right.
So you want people to just create a bunch of useless accounts. You have to create the account,
and then work at it.
Yeah, and work at it and get those 10 wins in. I love that. Morton from Blizzard also stressed that Blizzard isn't adding any secondary currencies or additional microtransactions to StarCraft 2 in order to support the game's new free-to-play model. So they said they're not going to change that in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, that's cool.
Still leaves a little loose of determination, so we'll see how that goes. But
right.
nevertheless,
that could change.
Exactly. So that is the big news of what has come out of Blizzard. So I find this a lot interesting. I'm certainly curious what you guys think about what's come out of there, if there's anything of interest in that regard. But that said, we would be remiss if we didn't also make a few notes here regarding about the things that didn't come out at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
So, Kirok, I'm curious to get your kind of input on this. I'm not really sure how invested you are in Blizzard in general, so I'm going to ask you first. Was there anything that stood out to you that you noticed was kind of not in that mix of news?
Well, I only, to be honest, I caught the Blizzard event, but I only caught the part where they were talking a little bit about the Hearthstone. Then they went into World of Warcraft Classic and World of Warcraft, the expansion, the new one. And then after that, I just left because it's really what I'm interested in. And I do know they have Diablo, but I don't know if they mentioned anything about it or not.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing at all.
Not a damn thing. I'll tell you that. And here's the thing. I was a big Diablo and Diablo 2 fan. I never got into number 3.
Yeah, I know you love the game.
Yeah, I really should have gotten number 3, and I just didn't. And yeah, I've seen people play. It looks really fun. It is a certain personality all to itself. So things that didn't come up that people had theorized would happen and didn't. First of all, no D3 extended content. So no expansion for
like
Diablo 3
DLC or anything like that. Yeah,
nothing at all. No news about Diablo 4. Maybe the next generation be coming. Nothing like that. No news about Diablo 2 remastered. I would love to see that.
Which of the Diablos was your favorite? 2?
2.
Okay.
Hands down. So yeah, I would love to see a remaster of Diablo 2, and I think that will happen eventually. Prediction coming up in the prediction episode. Because it makes sense. They redid old StarCraft. They got a team that can do this, and Diablo 2 is ripe for the picking right now. So
they're probably just trying to get Diablo 4 to work on the Switch.
Yeah.
So.
A couple of quick things here, guys. There was absolutely no mention of a Warcraft remaster. Another game that's a good classic that some people would like to see remastered. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't the greatest game in the world, but sorry.
Yes, I have with them.
But yeah, there's nothing mentioned there. The other thing about this is a little bit unusual for Blizzard. No new games announced in any form. Now, that said, I will say that Blizzard's got plenty of things on their plate right now. They're all very successful, and devoting resources away from that may be a bad idea. But usually Blizzard always has something up their sleeve.
Yeah.
Since we didn't see anything major coming out as a next storyline or game mode for Overwatch, no remasters, no D3 information, D4 information. I kind of expect something to come out, but it really didn't. Also, just a little side note, no cinematic news. I was kind of expecting for them to tap their vast library for maybe some new movies. Although World of Warcraft, it really did so well.
No, it didn't do too well. I watched it. It wasn't bad, but
I still need to watch it. I actually was going to watch it. Anyways, guys, that wraps up the news from BlizzCon. So if you guys have any thoughts, opinions, and whatnot, please do leave comments down below and let us know. We'll bring those up. I certainly got a chance to, get a chance to actually watch this and learn about it a little more. It was kind of fun. I'm kind of excited about some of the stuff like StarCraft. And, we'll see what happens next. Kirok, we're out of here.
We'll see you later.
Well, for the moment.
Yo, what's up everybody, it's your boy NachoPandaa, and tonight, you guys, we're going to be getting into some more coverage of League of Legends Worlds 2017. We're actually covering the finals, you guys, so we're going to get into that real quick. We're going to start it right now. Let's go! Alright, you guys, like I was just stating, we are going to be going over the finals between Samsung Galaxy and SKT Telecom T1. Those were the two teams that made it all the way to the finals through the ringer. They made it through the knockout stages. They fought tooth and nail against all of the best teams in the world. And these were the final two to make it out. And the crazy awesome thing about this is the final matchup from last year. Same two teams. A couple changes to the roster, but for the most part, these two teams matched up last year. You have Faker, the SKT god, the League of Legends god, going against the team that he took down last year. You had Crown, Ambition, Ruler, Core JJ, and Kuve on Samsung Galaxy, and then we had SKT with Huni, Peanut, Faker, Bang, and Wolf. For those that follow League of Legends, these are some of the biggest names in the game. And for those that don't, Faker, you look up his name and you will find countless top-notch plays on YouTube. He is the god of League of Legends. If you want to learn how to play, you watch this guy. So anyways, we're going to go into the games. This was a best of 5 series, you guys. So we got to see a lot of gameplay. And, it was really exciting because you got to see a team that really got taken out in a pretty tough loss last year fight for their right to, stick it to the team that took them out last year. And, they did incredible starting out. Game 1, they beat SKT with 7 kills to 0 in a very, very, very decisive match. You guys, this was a 37-minute match, which is, that's a pretty average, maybe a little bit longer than average match. And for the most part, Samsung Galaxy controlled the gold lead. It looks like SKT had a little bit of a kind of an advantage in the early game, but that really didn't mean much once Samsung Galaxy started fighting for objectives and really using their team comp to push SKT, out of objectives and just kind of ran with it. They snowballed this team really well, and I was just shocked when I watched them. And to see a team get shut out, like a team like SKT get shut out with 0 kills, it's pretty surprising because you think at least they'll get 1 kill, maybe 2. They got nothing. They got shut down from the get-go. So this was kind of a eye-opening game, especially for game 1, because Samsung Galaxy really had to make their name known early in this series, because if you give SKT an inch, they'll take a mile, and they did not let them take anything. So to see this team, Samsung Galaxy, really just get hyper focused and do what they needed to do to win, it's exciting. It's a really great matchup. Now going into game 2, you guys, this is where it got interesting, because Samsung really started to they didn't really have as dominant of a game, but when they did, they just flipped the switch, and it was incredible to watch them play. It looks like actually SKT controlled the goal lead for most of the beginning of the game up until about 22 minutes in, and that's when it switched and Samsung took over. They started taking major objectives, they took dragons, they were taking towers, they were doing a lot to really push back. And on this match, SKT was able to get a few kills. They got 3 kills to 9. So Samsung took more kills, and they actually got the win. They took another win in 34 minutes. It was a quicker win than the first match. So they were starting to feel pretty confident, and they were feeling good about their team comp. And this is where it gets really interesting, because SKT, because it's a best of 5 series, Samsung only needed 1 more win to set them into League of Legends stardom and winning the World Championship of 2017. And SKT was not going to go down without a fight. They had their backs against the wall, and they really fought tooth and nail in Game 3. It was a 16-13 kills. So Samsung had 16 kills, SKT had 13. So it was a really, really hard-fought game. Faker did everything he could. He pulled out all the stops. He played a more kind of utility champion rather than like kind of a hyper carry or something that does a lot of damage to benefit his entire team, and it just wasn't enough, because they were not able to take over. They actually did really impressive, though. Looking at the gold lead, it looks like they controlled the gold lead for about 95% of the game. Samsung had a short stint where they controlled the gold lead, but for those that play this game, that one team fight can really change everything. It looks like that is what decided the game, you guys. So, as you guys can see, Samsung Galaxy took the series in a 3-0 sweep in the finals against the team that took them out last year, you guys. This is something that they talk about, but it's just you don't think that this would happen to a team as good as SKT. But this year it did. The greats of League of Legends have been taken down, and Samsung Galaxy have now taken their title and taken their place among the greats. for League of Legends, and 2017 is their year. You guys, I want to wish congratulations to Samsung Galaxy for a hard-fought win. You guys deserve every ounce of glory. SKT, thank you so much for playing. We'll see you next time. I personally am glad to see SKT be taken down a notch because they have just looked unstoppable in the last few years. So to see a team being kind of taken down a notch, I'm okay with that. So you guys, that is our coverage this year of Worlds 2017. I know it was kind of quick, it was kind of all over the place, but this was a new year, this was a new concept for Worlds 2017. We'll probably see a lot more stuff like this in the future. I thought it was really exciting. You got to see a lot more teams play, and I think that was really cool because there are so many regions out there that don't get coverage, and this is their place to get coverage and gain popularity. So I was really excited to learn more about new teams and different things like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this too, because this was a new experience for me covering an entire championship series or tournament. So you guys, if you enjoyed this, please make sure to like this video. Comment below what you guys like the most. If there's anything you want to know more about, make sure to comment that in the section below so that we know what to cover. And you guys, I hope you enjoyed Worlds 2017. I personally loved it. It was exciting. It was fun. It was heartbreaking. It was every emotion that you could wish for. And you guys, I want to thank you so much. If you want to check more videos of what I can do, check me out on Twitch. I'll put it right up here. I'll put it right up here. And you guys can check me out on Twitch. You can check me out on Twitter. All the social medias are connected to my Twitch channel. So you guys check it out. Thank you so much for letting me cover this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you on the next video. Have a good night, you guys. We'll see you. Peace.
Oh, wow. It's time to go home, Kirok.
It's time to go home.
It's time to go home. Just so you guys know, it's been a long night, so yeah, we need to wrap this up here. So, again, I'm gonna say thank you everybody for joining us this fine evening. It has been an absolute blast as always. We certainly do enjoy the company here, and of course, Kirok, I always enjoy your company. Believe it or
Thank
not.
you. I enjoy yours.
Even if you are Canadian.
Oh, hey.
Anyways, how are things going? How are things on the YouTube channel, by the way?
Things are well. You should see a VR one up there.
Ooh,
Maybe
yes,
a
we do.
second
A
Mafia.
super hot.
Second
Yeah,
Mafia as well.
no less.
You got it.
We get all kinds of shit coming out now.
Yeah, dude.
Hot damn. That's a
Good
good
stuff.
thing. And of course, you got your Twitch channel going strong as always. And you remind everybody, you stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That's
and
correct.
Wednesday is the VR day, right?
That's correct. Wednesdays are VR. So I'm currently playing a game called Abduction from the makers of Myst. They're the
That's
developers Cyan, and that's what I'm playing VR.
I need to make sure I catch that. That sounds interesting.
Last couple of weeks I didn't do it because I was feeling under the weather and I didn't want to put the thing on and so on. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into that one. So
I look forward to that. Look forward to that for sure. So guys, make sure you are following Kirok on Twitch and subscribe to him on YouTube because he's got a lot of good fun stuff coming out. And definitely encourage if you enjoy seeing him here, you really should be following him there. Also, of course, Project Singularity Group. How are the guys doing?
Guys are good. Haven't spoken to them though in a few days. So actually, once we're done, I do have to fire off some emails to them.
Emails. It's so quaint and cute. And of course, Hop Along.
I'm gonna write.
Hop Along Games.
Hop Along Games. Yes.
10 subs.
What? Oh, are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
That means we. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't check.
You're the double digits.
I'm going to be posting a video that'll go up probably this coming Wednesday.
Okay, excellent.
So a couple days after this episode airs.
Perfect. So, guys, keep an eye out for that. Again, I cannot encourage you guys enough. If you do enjoy listening to kind of gaming news, gaming conversation, I really encourage you to check out Hop Along Games. They're a bunch of cool people. It's nice to see that laid-back environment, that sofa surfing environment, talking about things. The first episode, for example, they had games from the hat. They just topics from the hat to talk about, and it's great. And I bet you anything, if you guys join the club, so to speak, follow them, subscribe, and put input in, they may use that input as well. I'm not going to speak for Kirok, but
no, just hop along.
Just hop along. Yeah, hop along with them. Definitely make sure you follow that. I myself, guys, as usual, nothing's really going on right now, so I do apologize. I have a huge backlog of content that I need to get around to. I actually just got a new video yesterday of some doof spinning out and running into the mountain in front of me.
No way.
Yeah.
Man.
Nothing too bad, but it's a all-wheel drive car, and they think I've got all-wheel drive Subaru. I can do anything. It's a wet road, just rain. He slid out like this around the corner, went right into the wall of the mountain.
Oh, wow.
He's okay. It's a minor little brush, but it's going to cost a little bit of damage to his bumper. But yeah, so I'll try to get that stuff edited. I still have a major car crash that I have to get edited and put up one of these days here soon. I'm hoping to get that done in December, to be honest with you guys, just because I've been really busy with podcast. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys now and get you guys revved up for this. Coming for the end of the year, me and Kirok want to take, we try to set it up so we can take a month off, so to speak. So what we're doing, we're starting to record our content early. So we're going to record all the December episodes. They're going to all be special episodes through the month of November. So we got getting those in the can and getting them edited. And we'll be having those ready for you. So the month of December, we're taking off. We'll have special episodes for you guys. They're going to be a lot of fun episodes. As a matter of fact, to that point, I can actually tell you guys right now, we are going to be recording the holiday episode this Friday. So from this release here, this Friday, we're actually going to be streaming it live on Twitch. So we're gonna take over the BRG Twitch stream, and we're going to be streaming basically a holiday Christmas themed get together. We're playing some Viscera cleanup, and we're doing some shitty Santa giveaway games as well. So if you join us on the Twitch channel, we'll actually be giving away some cheap ass games. So you can enjoy that as well. So enjoy that, guys. I want to see you guys there, have a little fun there. Give a little love to our Twitch relatives, so to speak. Speaking of which, good old BRG. Love them or hate them, they're there. And I definitely encourage you guys to check out more about us, because if you love this, you're going to love the new shows coming out in the new year. You're going to love a lot of the other stuff that's going on in different channels. And you can find out what's going on in that realm by heading over to BottleRocketGaming.com. And matter of fact, if you go over to the events page, you'll see that there's a new event coming up in December, which is going to be a new Freeview event. We're going to be doing Paladins. So if you guys know what Paladins are, if you know about Overwatch, which we just talked about tonight, Paladins is that other game of that nature. It's a free-to-play game. So we're going to be playing that for a full month with a couple of events during that time where we get together and play. And at the end of the month, we do a roundtable review of the game and give our 2 bits of how we feel about it. So I'm hoping to get a lot of people on to join us for that, because that'll be a lot of fun. And again, guys, if you're interested in things like this, I encourage you to go to Bottle Rocket Gaming, sign up, be a part of the group. There's nothing to it. It isn't like there's a fee or anything. We're just a bunch of derps like to get together and have a good time. Join us for events like this. We love to meet new people and get some new blood around here. So I encourage it. Also, if you want to be active and conversate with us, I encourage you to head over to our Discord channel. Just go to Discord, look up Ball Rocket Gaming, and you'll find us. We're the only Ball Rocket Gaming out there. And if you come to the main page and you see some information that says General Fuckery, you found us. And that's pretty much what it is. It's General Fuckery of the highest caliber. I definitely encourage you to say hi there, and we definitely love getting the chance to chat with you. And of course, since you guys are already here on our YouTube channel, I can't stress enough. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. It helps us out, lets us know what you're into, gets a little bit of a boost in the ratings, so to speak. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the sub button and keep on top of when new stuff comes out. Best way to do it. And again, we will be heading over to the Ball Rocket Gaming Twitch channel this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, to stream a holiday special. So I definitely encourage you to get over there. And we do have content streaming every day of the week, Monday through Friday, on our Twitch channel. And when we're not doing that, we oftentimes will host other BRGers. So I definitely encourage you to head over there and check that out and see what's going on. You'll see right now we're actually hosting ZiplockBob tonight for Saturday. He's actually doing his annual 24-hour game-a-thon.
I was watching him. Yeah.
For nonprofit.
What's the charity?
I forget which charity he does it for. Doggone it. I need to say it somewhere here.
Extra Life.
Thank you.
Extra Life.
I love Bob Death. This is exactly what I love about him. Is he takes time to do things like this. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's done a lot for us. So yeah, appreciate that. Unfortunately, we'll be putting this out after he's already done with it. But definitely keep in touch with him in general because he can be a hoot to chat at sometimes. And of course, guys, as always, last but not least, if you want to throw a few dollars our way, you certainly are welcome to. That money does go back into the pool to help us out in terms of buying people games when they need it or doing giveaways like we're talking about for this Friday. So if you have a few dollars to spare, please go ahead, head over to Patreon and dump $1 or $3 on us, and we will love you a long time. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here, and we will go ahead and catch you, hopefully this Friday, or at the very least next week. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.